Hey everybody. So we've done Plex and we've done Jellyfin. I had thought that we have done one for Emby, but I guess not. Jellyfin is a fork of Emby, is probably why I thought I had done Emby before. But to finish the most common trifecta of a home media organization and playing, I'm going to go ahead and do Emby this time. So without further ado, we're using a Linux server image. That's right, still using them to this day. But I went ahead and already made a folder. You can see that the folders are currently empty. We are starting with a fresh Emby setup. But we're going to use a Docker Compose. If you scroll down their page, you can find the Docker Compose and it has a bunch of optional items in there. But since I'm using a virtual machine, I've turned off or commented out, deleted a bunch of the optional. As you see here, we're pulling our image. We have named the container Emby for environment, and you need a process user ID, process group ID, and a time zone. For me, 1000 for both the user and group. Always make sure to double check what your user ID and your group ID is. For me, time zone America, New York, just to get EST times. As always, after the double dot or the colon, you have what the container sees. This is what's inside the container. Now on the left side is where your host files will be, your persistent data. If you do not set this up, every time you shut the container down and respin it up, you're going to lose all your information. Now, you can see I left a couple of optionals going, and that's just to make sure it works on the virtual machine again. I didn't want to have a bunch of errors when spinning this up and trying to show everybody something. I'm pretty sure, like most of the home organization software, you can have hardware transcoding. I know they, depending on your machine, allow Havoc, which is NVIDIA. Now, does it allow integrated? Not sure. That's something you folks have to look into. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open our terminal, and we'll do sudo docker compose up and detached. Put in our password, and I pulled it earlier so it didn't take as much time because I am rambling. And just to, if you want to make sure that it did set up, you do sudo. I don't know why I'm doing Portainer. Sudo docker. Boy, I'm just all over the place. Sudo docker and ps. That's probably why it's doing Portainer. But as you can see on our list here, here's Emby and here's our ports. And it is up and running. Let's go ahead and close. You think I'd have this down by now. So I'm going to do localhost 8096. And here's Emby. Let's choose a display language. For me, I'm going to choose English. Username, I'm going to do admin. Always choose your username. And for password, I'm going to do password. Set a strong password, please. Do not set something weak. Alright, so let's add a new library. What content type do we want? We want movies. If we're doing movies, you can change the display name. I'm going to leave it movies. Add folder. And here's where that mapping of your movie drive will come in. Where is our data/movies? Did I bypass it? I did. Well, there's data movies, and we will hit OK. And OK. Then we'll add another library, just the same as we did last time. This time we'll do TV shows. We'll just call it TV shows. We'll add our folder. And I think data TV shows was near the bottom. Yep. Data TV shows. We'll hit OK. We'll hit OK. Next. We do not want remote access. At least I don't. If you do set remote access, though, please be careful. Please. You must agree to the terms of service. We'll hit next. You'll have different applications for different places inside your home to watch your media from. We'll hit finish. and we'll log in as our user. And you can see we have both of our categories here. Now I'm going to do a little movie magic here because I need to do something beforehand. This should take me into the network tab. Yep. And I want to come down here and allow remote connections. For some reason they have it in two areas. You'll have to come to network and turn that off and then save again. Now, when you go into general, or the dashboard, if you don't do that, it'll actually show your ISP or your actual IP instead of just inside of your house. You got to be careful about that one. That can be an oopsie daisy for somebody that doesn't do editing one shots like myself. So that's why we did that little run around there. But yep, it'll show you your LAN IP. Make sure if you're not doing home stuff, turn it off in both of those locations. All right, we'll go into general. You can do maintenance. You can do auto update. You can see who your users are. There's Emby Premiere, just like there is Plex Pass. It's their paid service. What's your libraries? You can add and scan. There's live TV if you have a live TV source. And then there's networking again. You can set up transcoding, which for me, I have software for a headache right now. Again, VM. You can do hardware transcoding. All right. You can set up how your database acts, how your conversions act. You should be mostly doing direct play. Again, I don't know how good Emby is itself, but direct play is usually best. You can schedule a task, take a look at your logs. It'll show you very easily. You can add cinema intros, see what devices are connected. You can download your media. You can set up DLNA, which some people to this day will use DLNA, and that's perfectly fine. You have plugins, API keys, your metadata, a whole slew of things. Now, I can't really show scanning media. Actually, no, I might be able to. Hold on. Documents? Oh, no. That must be on the Windows. That's right, that's the Windows VM. Okay. My apologies. I was going to show you scanning Back to the Future 3, but that's on the Windows VM for the other project. All right. Well, you scan your media, you match your metadata. If not, find your ID number through the TV database or the movie database. And just as always, you'll have it populate, you'll choose what you want, and bingo bango, you're watching your media. As always, I hope it was at least a little bit informational. I hope you had a good time, and as always, I hope you take it easy. Catch you later, guys.